Hello tribe, we are back. It's the second part of our summer special. And first of all, I have to say you are amazing. This is why we are doing this, to get into this interaction, into the communication in a tribe. And we receive beautiful feedback. Got emails back from the last session. Many told us that this exercise really helped them and that it is a great relief to actually hear that laziness is not something that is in you and will never go away. It is something that is sometimes supposed to be there. And yes, of course, we mainly talked about things that you want to do in your life, but you, for whatever reason, you're not doing them. So you're blocked there and you procrastinate. But of course, we also all encounter things that we really don't want to do and we procrastinate. That's a little different story. And in those areas, it might not be able that you achieve full alignment. You just need to bring yourself close enough so you're not blocked and procrastinating. You can apply the same ideas, but you don't have to reach for that 80% of alignment and the magical inspiration to do it. Sometimes we also just need to do stuff. Well, and that brings us to today's session, and we will tie the first session into another theme that many of you mentioned when we asked you about this summer, and that is the sense of connection. And this is so utterly important, not only to your social life, but to everything you do. And it really ties into when you procrastinate, when you're not aligned innerly. And this is what we will cover today, and it will give you great insight and might already unblock some of the things that hold you back. And actually, when people work with us in the Hero Tribe, when they come to our camps, and we have a lot of experience now because we are doing that for many years. When they come, they initially think about finding their purpose again, beating procrastination, for example, unblocking things that hold them back, just have a great time, move their bodies. So many reasons why people come to our camps, feel like the hero of their story. When we ask them in the end, what almost everyone mentions is the beautiful group, the connection they felt with everyone in the group, the connection that opened up in their hearts by being exposed to a group like that. And only a few mention that in the beginning, that they're looking for that, but almost everyone mentions it afterwards. And this is one of these interesting things that we observe. We are very often blocked when it comes to connection to other people. And of course, we are also blocked, and that's the main reason for all the blockages. We are blocked with the connection to ourselves, to our body, to our mind, to all the parts of our psyche we talked about. And a powerful word that I love to use for that is intimacy. Intimacy not in this narrow sense that we are trained to use it just in a sexual context. No, intimacy is way beyond that. Intimacy is one of the core functions of the universe, I believe. And intimacy means that parts of a grander whole communicate with each other and exchange and find mutual ground and a common identity. So that is what needs to happen in your body, for example. Every cell in your body needs to be in an intimate relationship with all the other cells. Then everything is properly working. When cells move out of this intimate relationship with the rest, then something is in trouble and we get sick and all other kinds of dysfunctional things can happen with us. And the same, of course, happens in your psyche. So it's a beautiful word, intimacy, and that's what we will explore further today, because a lack of intimacy means that we are closing down, that we contract, that energy is trapped. A lack of intimacy means that there is no interconnectedness. No interconnectedness between the parts of your psyche. No interconnectedness between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. They work in different directions, like we talked about yesterday. No interconnectedness means that there is no flow. You don't feel the purpose, the reason why you want to do things, or you procrastinate. You do something else, or you do nothing because the energy is completely blocked. Your conscious mind tries to go there, your subconscious mind tries to go there. They block each other and nothing happens. And you just watch movies. And that's a lack of intimacy. And we can approach this when we become aware of it and what scope it actually has, what intimacy means. It's not just your goal and some trauma from your past. Intimacy manifests everywhere. It starts with the intimacy that you have with your own body. Do you actually like it? Do you try to have a good relationship with your body? Do you receive the sensations that come from your body into your brain? And how do you interpret them? Because that's totally up to you. You can even interpret pain as something pleasurable. That's possible. Don't tell you that you need to do that, but it's all how you interpret reality. So that's where we look into intimacy. And intimacy then is almost the same as alignment. Intimacy will create alignment. And when you cannot grasp all the parts of your hidden psyche, of your subconscious mind, and communicate with all the archetypes in you, which is a pretty difficult thing, then we can start very slowly and easily with creating more intimacy. More intimacy with your body, with your cells, with your organs, with the outside. And that will put you on this wave moving forward, and you are in motion and things will happen and the layers of the mud around you will crack. If we don't have intimacy with all the parts that create the whole of us, then we are just a mind separated from everything else. And we are a fractured mind, thinking in all kinds of directions and all kinds of emotions at the same time. And we will always be fractured and alone. So that's the beauty of stepping back into connection. And that is actually one of the core drivers for us, why we call it the hero tribe. The hero is the very personal, internal aspect of us. And the tribe is the external aspect of us. Both point to intimacy and connection. That we need to re-establish it and deepen it more and more. And what a tribe can give us is this intimacy. A tribe can give us connection. A tribe can give us purpose. And what belongs to a tribe is also the lands. We are always in the context of our surrounding. That's why we love to scout for beautiful places that are almost out of the normal, ordinary world reality. Because we want to go into the extraordinary world and take the magic and beauty back into our normal life. And this place in Italy where we are already looking forward to come back to is one of these magical places. It's a beautiful example. It's an eco-village community living there for many, many years. And it's a vast landscape. There are mountain forests. There are tracks through the mountains. There are animals there. There is an eco-village. There's a camping ground at a different location. There are places to train and meditate. There's a beautiful stream, a river going through the giant property. There's a waterfall. And everything there speaks to you, connect. Open yourself up again. Feel intimacy with nature again. Feel intimacy with other people again. And that's why we do camps like this, because they are a super booster of intimacy and connection. Not in the sense that society talks about it. It's this inner intimacy, connecting to the outside world again. And with that, when you align yourself again, then you're ready for all the things that you always wanted to do, all the business goals, all the personal goals, everything that was blocked. So we will go into a very powerful exercise now. And in the last session, I said I never shared this one openly before. It's influenced by many of the research that I did over the last decades, my background in Chinese martial arts, Japanese movement arts and martial arts, and many other influences. So I invite you on this little journey into intimacy with yourself. And you can do that in whatever position you like. You can lay down, you can sit, you can stand. Just try to be very much with yourself and limit all the distractions that come from the outside. Turn off your phone, close the door, close the window, whatever you need to be with yourself. Let's go into it. So, first of all, you really want to relax. Take a few breaths and let go of all the physical tension. Relax your shoulders, relax your face, your throat, your neck. And first you can keep your eyes open because you want to follow my instructions, want to see what I'm doing. And whenever you feel ready, you can later then close your eyes, but try to really feel inwards, be with yourself. So while you still check in with your breath, you can already think about the last exercise we did. Think about all the things that are not quite in alignment with the thing you want to do, with your goal, with your dream. Just bring them to your attention. And just trust that they are in the field now. They are activated. They are in your mind. And just in the back of your mind, keep them activated. The rest of your attention you bring fully consciously to your body. And with this wave like in and out breath, try to focus on all the cells in your body. Imagine that with every in-breath, every cell is breathing in with you. And you create this beautiful connection between all the cells in your body. In the next step, we will use touch points on our body. Touch points that signal your brain that you are working in the field of intimacy, of vulnerability, of openness. And the first thing, even if it might feel a little awkward, just do it with me. You start to gently touch your wrists. So you start on one side and try to let go of all the awkwardness, all the ideas that you learned from society, that you're not supposed to do that this is a sexual act. Just try to open yourself up and create the sense of intimacy with your own body. This is a very sensitive part, it's a very vulnerable part of your body. So it instantly signals your brain, we are wanting to connect. And then swap to the other side. And really observe what happens. All the signals that are sent to your brain. Maybe all the ideas and blockages that come up in your mind. Observe it all. And from there we directly go to our throat. And gently touch your throat. Imagine that you pet an animal and you want to create trust and just a nice feeling for that animal. And also imagine that you let go of all the tension and the guard protecting your throat. And then go to your neck and really gently stroke your neck. And observe, keep observing, and whenever you find a trace of intimacy, try to widen and deepen it. And then from there we move to our chest. And especially focus now on your heart center. You can just touch your heart center, place your palms on your heart center, and then connect it with your breath. And create this sensation of opening up your heart, unfolding it so it radiates through your whole body, touches all of your cells, all of your organs. And then just try to hold the feeling we created with the touch points. Now we add a Qigong movement to this, and it's a very simple wave. You just bring up your hands and you just create this circle in front of your body. You push it down without effort and you bring the arms up again further away from your body and you push down closer to your body. And you bring them up again further away from the body. So create this nice wheel, this circular movement in front of you, like a wave. And imagine your hands are in water and you are completely suffused in liquid that nourishes you. It creates this intimate touch on the surface of your body. And with this Qigong movement, you create a wave, a current of movement. And you also create it inside of you. And it moves through all the cells in your body, through your bloodstream, through your organs, through every part of your body, creating connection, intimacy. And movement. Now try to feel very open, very fluent inside. And allow every aspect to gently move back into alignment by itself. You just provide intimacy, you provide connection, you provide gentle movement. You can think about all the blockages that you thought about in the last session, that you washed off in the waterfall. And this time, just put them out there, put them on the table, and apply intimacy, apply gentle movement. Feel it in your body. Connect every cell. Connect everything with your heart. And we do one more movement. Breathe in and breathe out. Now the last part is just hug yourself, go into this position where you become very small, very protected. Let your head sink down. And just give some care and love to yourself. And gently let your arms sink down back onto your lap. Breathe deeply and just feel into your body, into your system. I guess it already feels much more harmonized, much more aligned. And then you can slip out of the exercise. Welcome back from the exercise. This can be a really powerful start to bring yourself back into alignment with everything that you do, with all the dreams and plans that you have, and finally get rid of these blockages that sometimes we don't even understand why they are there. And of course, this is not an instant solution. This was just one example, one little journey that you can continue in many different ways. But it ties into the core techniques and methodologies that we use, that we need to bring the body on board, that we need to connect the mind, the spirit, the soul with the body and the outside world. So I would love to hear from you. How was that journey for you? Leave us a comment on social media. Send us an email back from the email that you just received from us with this session in it here. How do you feel now? Could you increase the level of intimacy that you have with yourself and with your dreams? And there will be the final episode in this beautiful summer special, and I can't wait. For this episode, we will bring in Joanna, who will do a final powerful exercise with us that brings it all together. All the things that we did so far. So really don't miss out the last one. It will probably go out in about 2 days. And then, as we already mentioned, we will have Tribe Time next Wednesday. And you should really not miss out on this event, because there we will open up a very special opportunity for the mountain camp. So stay tuned for this. Sign up for Tribe Time if you haven't already, and leave us a comment and send back your feedback. Until then, have a beautiful, adventurous time. Be the hero of your own story, and see you next time.